Previously.
Cody broke the top of his diff. That's over at RPM Transmissions now too.
And then it's cracked on this side too, on the whole thing. We're getting it out, and it's gonna hopefully get picked up today.
All fogged up, Eric.
Huh?
Camera's all fogged up. So what are we doing to this thing?
Full American Racing exhaust.
I guess he doesn't mind losing NPP.
Nope.
Okay. So we got Cody's diff back from RPM Transmissions. We'll make it together. That auto conversion though.
Is the brace, I guess, for the exhaust?
ARP bolts, studs. Oh my god.
What?
They're white coated.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, just like marks, man.
Swain coated probably.
I gotta wash my hands. I've never seen them do this. Coat the clamps.
They weren't done like that on marks?
No. Dang. I hope they give me the bolt and everything to get rid of it.
And I'm a child.
Unreal.
Is that a tow hook or something?
No, what did they not coat this one or something? Why is it red?
Looks like a...
Like they primered it or something and didn't paint it.
The single red one is very odd.
Yeah, that's...
Maybe it's an extra.
Maybe.
No, that's right too.
Why would one be white? I don't get it. This is red too.
Yeah.
Oh, this might be the other.
Maybe
part.
the ones that touch the headers are both white, and then the ones that touch the exhaust are red. That's a whole lot of packing material. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this is probably going to be the other ball side.
Yeah.
Yep. So they do have cats.
Didn't understand the license plate until now. Matt, you're part of my wolf pack. Anything else done to it, or just completely stock?
Bone stock, I think. Good stock intake on it, Matt.
What are we doing to
Race
this
car.
thing?
K-Tech cylinder heads. They're taking these heads off, sending them right to K-Tech.
Okay.
They're going to do their whatever with them and send them on back.
Oh, so then we're going to push this out of the way or something?
Yeah.
So obviously, if you're doing the AI heads that we do, there's no turnaround time. We will carry them in stock when your appointment is. This customer's doing K-Tech, so unfortunately he's going to have to wait a little bit. What are we doing with baselines? I'm going at least 10 horsepower for that beautiful mural right there.
At least 10.
At least 10. I'm honestly, I think I'm just going to take Eric's 469.
Yeah, I'm doing 480.
Yeah?
I feel strong.
All right.
Download 454.
Okay. I'd say that's pretty consistent, back to back.
We should change his vanity plate to Candy Cane. Candy Cane.
I'm actually pretty surprised how clean you're able to keep it.
You had to wash my hands every 5 minutes.
Did you really?
Yeah.
It does look still clean.
Yeah, and you can't wipe the down.
Yeah, it's got like nothing comes off. It's got a texture to it, and also like cleaning it is virtually impossible.
Yeah, I've literally washed my hands every time I go to touch a new pipe, pretty much.
That's all there is to do. And I know what you guys are thinking, use gloves. Well, it doesn't.
Yeah, gloves make it worse.
Yeah, it makes it worse. It doesn't stick to the gloves, it comes off.
I actually like the tips. That's good. Candy cane.
Dude, I knew you were gonna say that.
Very bassy. Again.
What?
Um,
We just did headers and exhaust.
yeah, the full system with cats. Auto.
Yep.
I believe so.
Yep.
So maybe a little full trans tuning.
Look at that. Give me $1, you know what that is.
Easy top.
Damn. Right away, too.
I'm not retarded.
I know.
I use useless things and
I used to have this keychain.
did you?
Yeah, my dad gave it to me. Damn.
I'll just take a pause.
I didn't think. All right. I didn't think you'd get that.
Come on.
Not many people probably would get that.
No. Baseline like 360 something.
Doing good so far, then.
Yep. Is it Z-Wolf or is it Z-Wolf? That's what I'd like to know. Z-Wolf. I mean, whoever did airbrush it did a really good job.
I often think about killing you.
What did you say? What did you just say?
I can't hear you over the fan, so.
Yeah, I can't either. We'll turn it off. There we go. What did you say?
I said I often think about killing you.
Oh, that's real nice. That's
Car show problems, dude.
now I got proof. Yeah, you can see where the clean part is. Well, if he's putting the cover back on, then we're out.
Steve Ray did a magnificent job with these wolves.
Wolf back, bro.
I want to look him up in case you want to get your
I want to get a wolf t-shirt.
hood liner sprayed up.
Working on one for you and your Fox spotter right now. It's a bunch of dicks. It's like a tank coming down the street that's a dick. Shooting other dicks.
Dick tank.
Dick tanks. You don't remember that from Superbad? Where the kid like used to draw dicks and like all sorts of stuff?
Yeah, I don't remember the tank though.
I'm pretty sure it was a tank.
And she rats me out to the principal. He finds his Ghostbusters lunchbox dick treasure chest, and he flips out.
I thought
That was in
Superbad.
Superbad, yeah.
Confirmed.
Oh, look at this. Big, beautiful blue eyes. Oh, so dreamy. So dreamy. What a dreamboat.
I do get that a lot.
What a dreamboat. Oh.
You make me blush.
Oh, there it spews. There it goes.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
it's nice and hot. You know why?
Because we just baselined it.
That's, yep. Nailed it.
You know, it's actually better to do to drain it when it is hot. So
Yeah, well.
there you go.
Steve telling me how to do your job?
Everybody knows that, Matthew. Everybody knows that. Ready for satisfaction number 2? Oh yeah. Are you okay?
Great.
What the hell is that?
The wire came apart inside the coil.
What the hell's that smell?
Dude, it's this car. I like started pulling spark plug wires off and almost threw up.
Oh, it does stink. It smells like fish.
It's disgusting. It's like old corn or something. I haven't even opened it in a long time.
It smells like straight dog.
So what are you doing, Eric?
Installing a gauge.
Huh?
Installing a gauge. Wideband gauge.
Oh, nice. Doing it behind the screen.
Yep.
It sucks. You got to take all of this apart to do it.
Yep. Sure do.
Damn.
And it's a lot. It is what it is.
Well, otherwise, pretty much done, right? Cam's all done. Gauge, and that's it, right?
Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Just waiting on a belt.
Okay. We'll fit you out with a blower in for a tune?
Got some flow masters on it.
Oh, does it?
Yep, it's got SLP blower, some cam.
Okay. I guess he had it tuned previously.
I assume it was built a while ago because it's got an SLP blower on it.
Yeah.
They haven't made them in a long time. But yes, I know where it was tuned and very famous on the, well, not anymore, but they were pretty known on the Camaro forum
Okay.
for how their cam sounded at idle.
But not performed.
Yeah,
We're doing a baseline first.
sure am.
Okay.
They have it idling it like, it's a decent sized cam. It's a 223, 239 at 50 on a 114.
Okay.
Decent size. And they have it idling at like 700.
It's pretty low.
Yeah, it sounds
Like it's gonna shut off.
yeah. Well, I changed like majority of my so far. I didn't flash it yet, but just so you don't have to wait while I do all that.
That's nice of it.
Isn't it? So we'll do a pull and then I'll flash. And then we go.
You already raised the idle, or no? You
No, I didn't do anything yet.
Alright, we'll see how it does, and then we'll change it.
Yeah. No, I have no idea. Depends how much boost it's going to be on.
I'm guessing not a lot.
Probably going to be 8 pounds or something.
I'm gonna guess auto manual. 520.
So tell us 3-car. That's probably a pretty good guess. That would probably be around where my guess is going to be. I mean, I'd probably say 525.
Yeah.
Maybe it won't. I literally have no idea.
I mean, it should make decent power. The cam blower. I mean, it should
I
over 100.
what air intake's on it? Just the regular one?
Inductions, so decent intake. Maybe 5.
I would think that it should easily make 600 to 650.
Yeah.
I don't. There's no meth or anything on it. No flex fuel, so it's straight 93. I would think that it should easily be able to make 600. I guess we're gonna find out.
Yeah. We're gonna go from another tune, previous tune, and then we'll see what you can do to it.
That's what we'll do.
Okay. What the hell? Wow. Dude, I saw it make 4 pounds and then just go like this down to like 2.
It sure did. It's got a 3-bar map sensor so you can read it. So when I first hit it, it had 134 kPa, which, I mean, I'll just do the math for the peeps. 34 kPa is 4.9 pounds.
Yeah.
Then it went down to 16 kPa, and I don't know if people understand, but 1 psi is atmospheric pressure, which is 14.7. So kPa, 14.7 kPa. So 16 kPa is about 2 psi, because 1 psi takes over the. Yeah.
It dropped a lot of boost.
Yeah. I'm gonna make another pull.
Okay.
Just to verify. And it's got a decent amount of timing in it too.
17 degrees.
Yeah, it's not like that's a decent amount for 93 octane like slower cars.
Yeah.
So it's not like it has like 10 degrees of timing
Also
or anything.
pretty fat too. It went pretty 11.0, 10.0.
Yeah, but that's not enough to hurt anything on a blower car.
No, I know. And that was first pull, so it's not like it was heat soaked.
Yeah, no, it's 158, it's 162 degrees right now. You must have the fans on all the time because it won't go above 160, 162.
Okay. Still, like, all right, so
A little better that time.
A little better, but you can still see. So we're gonna show a cursor here. 5.8 pounds here, and as it comes along, 3.9, 3.4, 2.9, literally just dies off.
I'll get one of them to look and see if the tensioner is like maxed out or something. It's either that or the bypass valve is like not adjusted right, and it's just bleeding boost off or something. But to give it a fair chance, we will fix whatever that issue is, and then I will remake a pull
Without tuning.
without tuning.
Yeah. Still, this is the power the guy's been driving it at.
Yes, this is.
I mean,
Yes. Dude, that's bad. That's like bolt-on power. Yeah, a little
exactly
bit
what I was gonna
more.
say.
You get my message? Made 450.
Things like digital.
Does it have cats?
It
It goes from 5 down to 2 pounds of boost too.
yeah, definitely has cats.
All right, so
Could be cloud cat.
could be, but generally the boost wouldn't drop from that. It would generally either go higher or at least hold because it's creating more of a restriction.
Right.
Boost is simply a measure of restriction. So we'll see.
Okay.
We'll do that first.
Smells the easiest.
Yeah, I don't know what plugs are in this thing, so we're gonna one step at a time.
Alright, So we tightened it a little bit.
Yes. The way these work, they have the factory tensioner on them usually, but this has like a manual style tensioner, so Matt just pulled it back and tightened it.
Yep, I saw this in comp cams.
Yeah, I was gonna say, comp makes some shit like that, so I don't know why someone would take the stock one off, but just because if the belt ever stretches with this, that's it, the tensioner stays there.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna retry that again.
Alright. I'm gonna film the boost gauge this time.
That's fine.
Well, that was the issue.
That was at least one of them.
Yeah.
So it picked up 100 horsepower.
Yeah. As soon as I saw it go from
So did I. I looked here, went to
5 to
160 some kPa.
8 pounds or so, I think we're good.
100 horsepower by tightening the belt.
Yep.
So if it had a manual style tensioner on there, probably would still have 100 more horsepower. Or the automatic style tensioner, I should say. The manual tensioners are fine for certain things, just in cases like this, if someone just throws a car together and ships it down the road and the customer has no idea and never pays attention, it's not good.
It can technically kind of feel like it's losing power because the
and if it slowly does it, you might not really notice it.
Right. Those factory belts do stretch over time.
Yeah. And then in some cases, someone could think they're badass and do what we just did and be like, look how much power I picked you up.
Yeah.
Well,
we haven't even started tuning yet.
no, I haven't. And since it went into a different part of the timing table, since it had more boost, now it has about 12 degrees of timing.
Okay, which seems closer to what we would expect.
It's still low. For me, though, at least, I feel. Still low. So there's probably... I wouldn't be surprised if we pick up another 50.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, it should make 600.
Okay.
So air fuel is a lot better that time, actually, too.
Yeah.
It wasn't as fat. So yeah, I would think it would maybe pick up 50.
Okay.
We're gonna find out.
See, we're not trying to be dishonest. We wanted to get a fair baseline.
Yeah.
We could have easily said, oh, it went
Tune
from
picks
5
up 150 horsepower.
Right.
So I'm gonna flashy.
Technically, we did
We tuned the belt.
tune the belt.
Belt tuners.
Yo, can I get that RPM tune-up?
Dude, when I went down to, I don't know, a lot of people probably don't know this. I built a Z06 for Rick Hendrick, NASCAR team owner Rick Hendrick. Built a Z06 for him with a blower and stuff on it, YSI, and I went down there a couple times after we built it to help him play with it at the track, etc., whatever. They are so advanced in the that they do. Instead of, like, I just crank on my belt with a pry bar and tighten it. They had a belt tension gauge that was like a fork, and you would flick the belt and it would measure the harmonics in the belt over a certain distance, and that's how they told or got an idea of how tight the belt was. Like, insane. I guess so, it's the same, like,
Yeah.
they're on a whole different level than we are, you know, but I thought they were, like, doing all this. We were on an engine dyno, and I look at it and I'm like, are you crazy? I'm like, get out of the way. I'm like, I'm just gonna tighten it with a pry bar and we're gonna ship it. It's hilarious. I've never seen anyone do that before.
Hey, whatever.
Hey, it is what it is. Just way out of my league. The thing with the tool that they're using is probably $2,000.
Now we flashed it. Already idling where it should be.
How much horsepower did I say it would pick up? This is timing. 50. What did it pick up? 49.
First pull tuned. We're up 49 horsepower. and about 40 foot-pounds of torque. Not bad. Same boost. All right, I'm gonna delete those other ones out of the way now. Dude, this guy's gonna get this car back and be like, holy.
That's a good guess though. I guess it'd pick up 50.
We went from 450
to 600, yeah.
close to 600 right now.
Yeah,
After
it'll make 600.
tightening belt and first flash too.
Yeah, now it has, depending where, about 17 degrees of timing. Goes up to 17 and a half is as high as it goes, but
They're not
so
or anything?
no, 15 degrees, 15 and a half in the middle, but goes up to 17 and a half.
Not bad pump
So
gas.
5 degrees of timing, picked up 50 horsepower. So you're still at 10 per degree, which is not bad.
No.
It'll start closing up now. I didn't change any timing now, I just changed some fueling. I leaned it out. I took 2% out of it. It might pick up maybe 5 is my guess, but
Our next issue is the heat and the cats.
dude, it's hot.
It's very hot.
It's very hot. How hot does it say it's in here? 97?
97. It is. It's humid.
It's muggy, yeah.
Not bad though. In this heat.
No, and plus it's like 5 basically back-to-back pulls now. I'm still gonna pull some more fuel out of it up top.
Yeah, still like low 11s.
Yeah, I pulled 4% out. All the way up top, it like keeps going fatter, so I pulled like some out way up.
So on, I know we've covered this before, but on blower cars, depending if it's direct injection or not, this is not direct injection, but blower cars are usually like around 11.5, maybe 12.0.
11.5 if they have no meth and no E.
Correct.
They have E and meth, you can generally go a little leaner. It doesn't really make any more power. I generally always put them on the richer side, especially in the summer. That way, in the winter, if it's 30 degrees out and your car's making another pound of boost or half pound of boost, if it's not speed density tuned, then you'll have some room there.
Smart.
So,
And then NA stuff.
yeah, NA stuff, 12.5, 12.8. Direct injection stuff is generally like, you know, almost a point leaner on both sides of the scale. I mean, you can do direct injected forced induction at 12.5 and NA stuff. I generally don't go that lean on the NA stuff. It doesn't seem to make any more power. I'll still go maybe like 13.0 on NA stuff, but direct injection stuff's different.
So that's where you'll see the reference line where we have
Yes.
targeted air fuel, different things, different cars, different setups, different air fuels.
It should be able to make over 600 now. I didn't touch timing again. I just did fuel, so
Still on a hot pull.
Yeah.
Alright. Going 599. Heartbreak.
That's always half empty. Yes. We even got a new belt for the manual tensioner that was tight as
And it dropped.
tight as stuff. It's PG channel.
Yep.
Okay, no, it's not. Tightened it like tight, and boost was still falling off. Simply because if you ever watch a supercharged car, when you're in boost, the tensioner's like keeping tension on the belt. So, 1 2 So I said, let's take that off. Put stock tensioner back on.
There's the result.
Yep. Over the highest pull yesterday, 594 and 640. Now 613 and 650.
Guys should be pretty happy with that.
So baseline, what, 447?
440 and then 450 something, like both of those. And then,
So it's up like 170 almost. 168 or something.
that's more than
Insane.
a heads can package.
That's insane.
Just by fixing issues and tuning.
Yes. Yep.
So now it's got an automatic OEM style tensioner on there.
Just a brand new GM tensioner.
He's not going to have this issue, whereas 6 months to a year from now, the belt stretches and causes issues. This tensioner will automatically give it the tension it needs. So
Yes.
won't lose power. That's typically why we.
If only they sold one of those things for chicks. Give it the tension it needs. Give it the attention.
Yes.
You get it?
That was kind of lame. Man.
Lame.
That's lame. You know what this is a perfect example of?
More is not always better.
Yeah, basically stock. You don't always need to change out stock stuff for aftermarket stuff.
It's true. People always think other shit is better.
Right. I always see people change out rockers.
I was just gonna say rockers is a prime example.
Exactly.
You know, I've been 7s on a stock LS7 rocker. No trunnion or nothing.
Yep.
Stock LS7 rocker. Not in my race car. That's a different story. That's solid roller. But still, in my other street car. I went 8.1 at 170 in it, and the guy who I sold it to went faster than me. So, more is not always better.
Yep. And more expensive. Doesn't mean it's going to work any better, make any more power.
Yep.
OEM can be just as good. That's why we use mainly LS7.
Factory casting heads.
Those.
Rockers.
Lifters.
Yep, lifters.
And tensioner.
Yep.
Good job. It's very informative.
I'm full of information.
That was a very informative episode, I'll give you that.
What else can we inform them of?
I don't know, it's already like 30 minutes long.
What the f?
Into next episode for more.
Go buy some on the right ear.
See you guys on Friday.